And still, Thug Rose Namajunas is able to hold on to her belt in a very competitive fight. Let's talk about it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the UFC arena. Thug Rose Namajunas versus Weili Zhang just took place, and what a fight it was. The person that I chose to win won, but I must admit that the fight went differently than I thought it would. So going into this, I believe that Rose had the striking advantage and most likely the grappling advantage, and that if Weili Zhang was to go and win this fight, she would have to put pressure on Rose, much like Andrade did in their previous fights. However, I did not anticipate that there'd be this much grappling in the fight, and I guess you could really see the influence of Captain America and Henry Cejudo and that team that Weili has been training with, where she went for the wrestling and she was trying to mix things up and she was doing well. She had some good moments in there. She was able to take Rose down a few times. She was able to get to the mount position. She landed a few ground and pound strikes here and there, but Rose for the most part was able to stay safe on the ground, and Rose was able to find her moments on the ground as well, where she was able to control Weili. Overall, Rose Namajunas was able to control Weili a lot more than Weili was able to control her. Rose did not land much damaging blows on the ground. Weili was able to stay safe, but the control time and the grappling prowess definitely went to Rose. And what was actually kind of shocking to me is the amount of success on the feet that Weili was having in this fight. She was doing a lot better than the last fight, and I think that most of the significant strikes on the feet were landed by Weili Zhang, or at least she was landing with more power. Of course, Rose was still doing great on the feet. I'm not taking that away from her, but what I'm saying is Weili Zhang's performance was great. She did great on the feet. She had some good moments in there. This fight was all around a very competitive fight. I actually had it 2-2 going into the 5th round, and Rose was just able to get that takedown early and cinch the fight. It was an exciting back and forth fight, and this trend of people winning in the rematch continues, because all the rematches that took place, the person who won the first fight won the second fight. And while we're on the topic, hats off to Trevor Whitman. Every single one of his fighters came out successful and won their fight. So this man is definitely in for Coach of the Year. So where do we go from here? I definitely think Carla Esparza is next, although Dana White doesn't seem to like that Carla was trying to sit out to wait for the title shot, so we'll see what happens. But you have Carla Esparza, you also have Marina Rodriguez, and I think Marina Rodriguez versus Rose Namajunas will make for a very interesting fight. And even the Carla Esparza fight, because Carla actually has a win over Rose. And well, when we think about Weili, what's next for her? Honestly, maybe Weili Zhang versus Marina Rodriguez to see what happens there. And if Rodriguez wins, then she's next for the title. Of course, Weili's in a kind of a tough spot, having lost to the champion twice. So as long as Rose is the champion, Weili is kind of far from a title shot, although this was a much more competitive fight. Anyway, guys, that's the end of this video. If you enjoy my content, please remember to like, please remember to subscribe, leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. We're on the road to 300 subscribers, to help a boy out. If you haven't checked out some of my other videos, please do so, and I'll see you all in the next one.